What up, nerds? I'm Marcy, and my project is about my favorite anime called Steins and how it relates to string theory and dimensions. The dimensions I'll be covering are the ones dealing with time, 4, 5, and 6. 4, you can go through time, but can't control the outcome of different options. 5, you can go back and change your action to end with a different outcome. 6, you can jump to that different outcome without having to go back in time to open the other option. Steins Gate is about time travel. It's about this guy named Okabe Rintaro, or his weird persona self, Hoin Kiyoma.
俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーインキョーマだ
Who's a mad scientist.
Hey master, I am mad scientist. It's so cool, son of a bitch. はい、何ですか？日本語で OK か。
So essentially he just acts like an idiot but discovers how to time travel using science. It's based on quantum mechanics and uses a guy from real life from back in the year 2000 named John Teeter, who claimed to have time traveled from 2036 and said all sorts of things would happen at these times and none of them happened, and he turned out to be a phony. Crazy. Okabe goes around this building and opens one of the doors and sees a machine and a girl waving him off to go away. The story takes off when Okabe finds a girl he just met earlier in the episode dead on the floor and panics, runs out of the building and sends a message to his friend Daru telling him the girl was dead, which then, spoiler alert, sends him to a different world line. He doesn't understand what happened because he's walking around and then poof, all these people disappear. Daru and Okabe were working on an experiment to figure out time travel with a microwave they could program with their phone, called the phone wave, real name TBA. They hook up their phone to the phone wave and tell it how much time they want it to run. When they put bananas in the phone wave, they'd turn green and gooey. But if they instead put one banana and not the whole bunch, it would turn green and gooey, but it would travel back to being on the branched bunch of bananas. These are called gel nanas, and it showed that the banana had traveled back in time to when it was still attached, but not really correctly, because it was compressed down into 36 bytes of computer storage. Which I'm now realizing that it's probably 36 because of the year 2036, like John Teeter. Anyways, they found out if you hook up your phone to the phone wave and someone texts the phone hooked up while it's running, it sends that message back in time. So when he sent the message about the girl being Makise Kurisu, it sent it to Daru about a week before it happened, so it shifted to a world line where Kurisu didn't die. This is accessing the 6th dimension, because he can jump from one timeline to another without having to go back in time and go through a different choice door. He already made the leap, but it was also without knowing, so he was really confused as to how all these random people in the street just up and vanished. Another form of time travel they use is time leaping using the phone wave. They put on a set of headphones that, when the phone wave is active, sends their mind back in time to a total of 48 hours by compressing their mind into 36 bytes, and sending it as a phone call. When their past self answers the phone, it overwrites their brain with their future self brain. One of the main characters dies, and Okabe tries to save her by time leaping 48 hours into the past and trying over and over and over and over and over many different options. So it is 5th dimensional, but he didn't travel back far enough in order to actually save her. And then eventually later, they figure out, oh, there's another way of time travel, which comes from the year 2036. John Teeter appears and is like, yo, time travel, blah, 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 war, all blah, 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 all this sorts of stuff. And they figure out that there's the 3rd way of time traveling back in time, where you go in a time machine and send your whole self back in time. Okay, to go over them. 1. Sending a message to the past. It's called D-mail, or DeLorean mail, like Back to the Future. D-mail is accessing the 6th dimension by changing the world line from where you are already. I know this isn't any lower dimension because he doesn't have to go back in time to change any actions leading to the new outcome. 2. Sending your mind to the past, a time leap. Sending your mind to the past is accessing the 5th dimension by allowing you to relive moments that happen and change your actions. It's not the 4th because he can change his actions. 3. Sending a whole person to the past. That's just a time machine. Sending a whole person in the past is accessing the 5th dimension because it's sending someone to the past to make changes for a different future outcome. What's up? Hope you enjoyed that. It's my whole presentation. Anyway, I'm gonna time leap now. Worked. Oh, the time leap worked. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. Oh, dude, I have to rewrite this whole thing.